Hi, today I want to talk to you about this funding opportunity that is available called the Transitional Living Program, the TLP grant. And this grant is $250,000 every year. It is for 3 years, so you can request up to $750,000 to serve runaway youths. If you have runaway youths in your city, in your town, in your village, in your parish, in your county, a lot of runaway youths in your state, this particular grant is for you to provide transitional housing assistance to these youths. So this is a great funding opportunity. The grant is due July the 1st, 2019. This grant is made possible for public nonprofit organizations to provide transitional living assistance to runaway youths between the ages of 16 years old, minors, 16 years old, and 22 years old. So public housing authorities can apply, shelters can apply, any public nonprofit organizations can apply for this grant to serve these youths that need it the most. So what you do, you provide supervised homes, group home assistance, supervised apartments, and other types of transitional housing assistance with a supervised feature to it. That is very important because remember, these are minors. It starts from 16 years old to 22 years old. You will provide housing assistance to these youths for 440 days. Now, some youths can get additional time for housing assistance if they have not reached the age of 18 years old, because they can't not get housing if they're not yet an adult at the age of 18 years old. So remember, this is $250,000 per year. That is a lot of money to serve these youths. It's up to $750,000 over the 3-year term. So the grant funding you can use to pay for housing assistance, so to pay the utilities, the rent, all the expenses that it takes to provide that transitional housing. Plus, you have an assortment of supportive services that you can provide to these youths. You can do childcare, you can do transportation assistance, you can do supportive services, you can do clothing, you can do all types of assistance that they will need. And believe me, they're going to need a whole lot of assistance. So remember, this is $250,000 to provide transitional living assistance for homeless runaway youths between the ages of 16 years old and 22 years old, and you will provide up to 540 days of transitional housing assistance. This transitional housing assistance can take the form of a group home, a shelter, a supervised apartment, or a host family home. You have quite an assortment of housing types that you can choose from. So please, if you have housing as a feature in your program, or if you serve youths, or if you serve runaway youths, this is the program for you. Do not miss this opportunity to apply for up to $750,000 over a 3-year grant term to serve these minors, these homeless runaways that need assistance than ever before. Remember, they're very vulnerable. They're at that age and stage of their lives that they can be mistreated and taken so fully advantage of. And this program is a program that is there to resolve that issue, to provide housing and supportive services to these youths when they need it the most. The grant due date is July the 1st, 2019. You have enough time to go after this grant. Go after this grant with all the energy that it takes. This is a wonderful grant. It provides a lot of funding. If you are a nonprofit that provides housing, that serve youths, that serve runaway youths, that serves homeless runaway youths, and you want to provide housing to this population, this is the grant for you. So the grant due date again is July the 1st, 2019, and this grant is for public nonprofit organizations. Please go after this funding opportunity.